Now, I mentioned one of the contractors we do business here, and I tell everybody all the time, we check out our contractors on the show. We don't just let everybody sign up and become part of the show. We turn down a lot of different things. I can't tell you how many roofing contractors I turned down before we finally picked a roofing contractor. Well, one of our contractors, Advent Air, got a wonderful award this week, and got Mike Douglas here. And first of all, Mike, congratulations on the award.
Well, thank you.
And second of all, Brian put together a nice little piece here that I'm going to play for you real quick. Let me get that going.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are over 65,000 air conditioning contractors in the United States, but only one good enough to win the 2014 Air Conditioning Contractor of the Year. And the award goes to Advent Air. The 2014 HVAC Contractor of the Year with owner Mike Douglas.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
So congratulations to Advent Air, the 2014 Residential Contractor of the Year. Yep, they are a big deal.
All right, Mike, truly, congratulations.
Well, thank you. First I've heard that. That was pretty interesting.
And this was not a simple award to win, was it?
No.
I mean, there was, first of all, 65,000 contractors, air conditioning contractors. That's a bunch. But we go through and check out contractors. But why don't you talk a little bit what you had to go through to win the award?
Well, we were submitted for the award by Ladd, the man that does our press releases, and they contracting business, go through all the applications and narrow it down to 5, and then they do an on-site visit with those 5 companies. We submitted, and we're one of the 5 that they chose to come and do an on-site with. They spent, I think, 3 days or 2.5 days at our company, interviewing all our management team and installers, wanted to go through our processes, procedures, how we go to business, how we do things, how we design. They wanted to talk to different people from carrier train stuff about the reputation and the community that our company had, and just went through real in-depth research on it. And then to my surprise, we ended up winning for 2014.
Well, again, congratulations on that. And, I've seen your operation. I've been to your offices and stuff. And I don't make no bones about it. I have an air conditioning company. And I got to tell you, I have one down in Houston. And I got to tell you, though, I wish mine could do the quality that you guys do. I mean, you guys are truly a step above what most contractors are doing. One, to make sure things are being done right. 2, the training and stuff that you guys go through, and just the quality control that you guys have is just second to none.
Thank you.
You do an excellent job. Now, when you get these kind of awards, it's kind of sets you back a little bit, don't it?
Well, it does. It did me. I mean, I've been contacted by a lot of people, and it's flattering, and you're honored by it all at the same time. But for me, I'm a little embarrassed by it too. I mean, I don't like a lot of attention, so it's kind of a full circle thing. But we're definitely honored, and really speaks to my team at Advent and the management staff that I have, the organization that we've built and that we evolved into. Because you speak of what we do, I mean, we've been in business 33 years, and obviously that's not the structure we had when we started. It takes a lot of years and evolution and training and countless hours of training to evolve into what we've become today.
Absolutely. And again, congratulations. You mind hanging on for a little bit with us?
No, that's fine.
Okay, because I got to take a break here, but when we come back, I'd like to talk with you a little bit more. But, all right, when we left, I was talking with Mike Douglas from Advent Air. And Mike, let's talk a little bit about the weather cycles we've been going through this year, because, last year we didn't have really much of a winter, and this year it's been right down brutal.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a winter like this since sometime in the 80s. It's been a lot of years.
Well, 30 years ago, I was dating my wife, and I remember flying into Love Field, and the lakes around Love Field, they were iced over completely. And that was 30 years ago this winter. So.
Yeah, I remember that may have been the same winter. All the water mains in Fort Worth broke,
Yep.
and all the water features in Dallas, fountains broke, and most of them, they're big. They filled in with dirt and made plotters out of them. They didn't fix them back into water features.
Yeah. So what kind of big problems are people having with their heating systems with this cold weather?
Well, one of the challenges is obviously if it's hasn't been maintenance and it's working in fractional capacity, what it should have is not going to keep up. And one of the issues we have is we'll get calls where when it's excessively cold, people will say, well, I've got it set on 5 and it's 65 in my house. Well, some of those, it was 11 degrees or 10 degrees out and 20-mile-an-hour wind. Well, the Dallas-Fort Worth market has a design of about 20 degrees for heating. So a lot of these, they're just not made when we get down into the single-digit temperatures and stuff to maintain the temperature you want. So, but it doesn't stay long, luckily, in our market. So there may be a few days that, you're going to be compromised a few degrees on the temperature you maintain in your home, depending on whether it's oversized on heating or where you're at on the capacity.
I guess that's why they got the song, throw another log on the fire. Cook me up some bacon and beans, and you just keep going, right?
Yeah.
And you're right. I mean, even when we have ice storms and stuff, we're down for a day or two, and then we're back up into normal temperatures. Today's a gorgeous day, and they're telling us we got another cold front coming this week.
Right, and that's what was different when I moved in this year is we had that huge ice storm and, sub-freezing temperatures, and it just stayed day after day after day, which is not normal for this market. It killed roofing and gutters and, all kinds of damage in this market.
Well, now, we are just around the corner to where we go back to air conditioning. And let's face it, we depend on our air conditioners a whole lot more than we do our heating systems. I know some of the manufacturers have been coming out with some new equipment this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of new equipment out this year. Trane has come out with a new line of variable drive compressors. The Carrier has come out with a whole complete new line of inverter drive equipment that when the full line comes out, it's going to be a builder grade, midline and upper line. So they're taking that technology basically from the ductless technology that's been out forever, is now being transferred over into the house. The home air conditioning size is the bigger size.
Right.
The issue before is that it worked for the little stuff, but technology didn't adapt into the 3, 4, 5 type system where today it does, and actually coming out with these systems, and it makes them much smaller in size, but much, much more efficient.
Well, and it's raising the SEER numbers to where it's just unbelievable. So what you can do with some of this stuff now.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that it's doing where I said it's making the size of the unit smaller is before the units were getting bigger and bigger and bigger to get the efficiency out of the coil surface. And you can look at some of the new units, they're 4.5 foot tall and 4 foot square and weigh 400 and some pounds. I mean, they're absolutely enormous. The new technology takes that back down to a third of the size and a third of the weight because the efficiency is coming out of the control and the computer technology, and they're not the coil surface.
Now, I know a lot of people, they don't get their units serviced on a regular basis like they're supposed to, and that starts making it where it's just not working efficiently anymore. One, what can they do on their own to service their units? And I know this is very limited on what they can do, but let's go over those items.
Well, for one, change their filters.
Oh, that's a huge.
You'll have people that, we'll go out on a call and it's not working, and you go up there and the unit's frozen up and the filter's plugged up, sucked into the blower, and you ask them the last time they changed their filter, they've lived in the house for 3 years, and they'll say, we have a filter?
Yeah,
So that's a huge issue. And then on the outdoor unit, something a homeowner can do is rinse off the coil. You have grass clippings, we have these dust storms that come in, all this debris sucks into the coil on that outdoor unit. The fan draws air through the outside fins into the unit and exhausts it up through the top. So all this stuff sucks onto that coil and builds up. And that's something they can rinse off without, being technical or anything. Take a hose and wash it off. And that's about the extent of service that a homeowner can do is filters and, rinsing off their outdoor unit.
Well, then let's talk about when Advent Air comes out and services a unit. What do you guys go through?
We're going to go in and actually, go through all the controls, make sure it's working right. We're going to clean the evaporator coil, which is the coil on the inside of the system, clean the condenser coil on the outside once they're cleaned and the filter's changed, and you make sure the airflow is right. What I mean by that is every unit is designed to perform at certain static pressures and airflow. That's one of the things you need to make sure that it is functioning right after everything's clean before you do the Freon charge, because if you do it prior to that, it's not right, because once you go clean everything and get it all where it should be, the charge is going to change. So you do all that first, then adjust the Freon charge and just basically make everything as clean and functioning as well as you can for the age and condition of the equipment, and then adjust the charge and everything right.
All right, I got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish up with Mike Douglas with Advent Air.
I wasn't born for digging deep holes. I'm not made for paving long roads. I ain't cut out to climb highline poles, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
And welcome back. Hey, the company that installed the new shutters in my home, Sunburst Shutters, if you haven't taken a look at their website just to see how beautiful they really are, you gotta do that. They'll transform your home and are guaranteed to never warp, crack, chip, or peel. Take a look at sunburstshutters.com and then call for your free in-home consultation, 214-343-2601. That's 214-343-2601. All right, we're talking with Mike Douglas from Advent Air. And Mike, again, I want to congratulate you on that wonderful award that you won. And I would also like to get you to give us your phone numbers, website, and all that stuff so people can get in touch with you.
Thank you. It's Advent Air, 972-221-4373, or adventair.com.
All righty, adventair.com. And again, the phone number?
972-221-4373.
All right. Again, congratulations. And you know what? I know you guys deserved it because I've seen the work you've done. You've done work for me. You just do a wonderful job. And anybody who's needing air conditioning, whether it's service work or new install, needs to get in touch with Advent Air, the comfortable solution.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Mike.